Got it. And then, so did you come here in a jet?
No, I'm spoiled since I got the jet. I actually had to bring my Mercedes Sprinter today.
Oh,
The
got
jet's
it.
getting serviced. It's in the hangar. I'm hoping to fly down on Friday in it when we
Yeah.
come down to Freedom.
Gotcha. Oh, so you're going to drive back and you're going to fly back for Freedom.
Yeah, I got to fly back for Freedom. And I told her, I'm like, my God. So we left this morning out of Vegas at like 4:45, and we had to go to Sedona
We
to
had
a
to go
flip
to
we had.
Sedona and check out on one of our projects there.
Yeah.
So we were there, and then we drove here, and then I could drive home. So I left home at 4:45, and I'm going to probably get home at 7, right? I could have left at noon, come here, had lunch, did this, stopped at Sedona, and been home by 5.
Yeah.
So what takes me 14 hours, I can do for 5.
So a jet.
Mm-hmm. That's an interesting business.
Yeah. So why do you have a jet?
Well, number one, I do things that people tell me I can't have or I can't do. So I actually did it.
I have that similar problem, but continue.
Okay. I actually did the jet just because I've been wanting one for like 4 years. And I told her I'm going to buy a jet. She's like, oh my gosh.
I didn't say, oh my gosh. You always say that. I did not.
Okay. So, well, she about killed me through it because it was taking me.
And then it was about 20 hours a week going into him going through this process. It's not an easy process to acquire a plane and to get the financing and everything. And he figured out how to make it into a business model, actually.
Yeah. So anything I do, it's like, I think it's anything like an Airbnb. If I do it, if I'm not using it, I want it to make me money.
Mm-hmm.
And last August, I said, I'm going to go do it. I got turned down by 6 banks. They're like, you've never owned a jet. You don't know the cost of them. It wasn't really a qualifying part as it was banks are really goofy with jets because like, you don't even have a business that really needs a jet.
Mm-hmm.
And my biggest thing was I knew if I got the jet, it gets attention. Okay. Attention's good.
Right.
It grew my social media brand, like tripled it, if not quadrupled it in the last 6 months just because of the jet. And then I knew that if I got that I could then advertise on my social media for opportunity.
Yeah.
And some of the biggest opportunities are now, right? So I wanted to have a jet available that if the opportunity was there, I could get there. And it was also a mindset shift. I said, if I have a jet, I have to do big things because they're very expensive.
Yes, they are.
So those were the 2 major things. And then I looked at it and we're actually building a fleet of 12 of them now. And in the next 18 months, we're hoping to have 12 of them in the air. And we're going to have, mid-size, long range, and then we'll have our smaller jets like we have now. We have a Dassault Falcon 50.
So what can one expect to pay to get one of those jets?
To get one of those jets like mine, it's a 3,600 nautical mile, 3-engine, 9-passenger, 2 pilots. You can look it up. It's Falcon 50. For that, right out of a C inspection, which a C inspection means it's just went through all of its inspections, doesn't have another major inspection or overhaul for 6 years. Mm-hmm. You can expect to pay about $2.5 to $3 million for that jet today. Mm-hmm. I got mine for 1.7, and it was at that stage.
Distress sale?
No, off market. But once again, my social media found that, right?
Got it.
And then
it's paying for itself.
Yeah, it's very well paying for itself. And I actually made mine. We have 4 pilots. It runs nonstop.
Yeah.
And 2 stewardesses. And we originally projected to get about $3,800 an hour out of that. And we're getting like $5,500 an hour right now. So we're making really good money. And the jet fuel is only about $300 difference from October to now. And it's basically stabilized. And once I seen it, I was like, I can make almost more money with jets and do no work because I'm not in the aviation business. I'm just the investor now.
Yeah.
So I'm actually more excited about the aviation business than I am real estate now. I think it's got a bigger upside because with COVID changed everything with aviation, right? And since it changed it, more people are doing it. And there's more people like going, well, like Carlos the other day is like, bro, if you have one, we was talking Saturday night till like 1 a.m, me and him. And we were on the phone for 3 hours. He's like, bro, if you have one, he's like, all right, I got to look at this quicker, right? And then it was funny because 2 days prior, he made that post about it. And when I started looking at it, and now that people see me have it, I actually have people wanting to invest in my airline business. Mm-hmm. And it really doesn't take that much money, about $750 liquid, and you can get a jet. That's not that much money. And you'll have that money back in about 18 months, and then it pays for itself, and it's making you $50,000 to $100,000 a month.
Yeah, I not in investing in jet. I just kind of played around, see what it's going to cost, right? Mm-hmm. I was actually shocked. For just a few $100s, I can fly each way between here and Vegas, right? It's crazy how much more prevalent they are today.
Yep.
right? It's not as crazy as it was, years ago. And the cool thing is you can actually take a picture in front of your jet. It's not a picture of you walking up in someone else's jet.
It's a pretty good flex point.
Yeah, it's a massive flex. So